It's two edges of the polarity. You've got to have that. So you've got to basically have is your choice here and is your choice there, and bang it together. And they're banging out in the open at the moment, all of them, including Rachel Reese.
Cottaging. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of WTAF, the WTAF podcast. My name's Gareth. His name is
Richard. Look at this.
You've got t-shirts on, mate. You've gone old school.
Look at that. You've got new problems. I've got old problems.
You're the OG. You're the original gangster. I'm just the rebrand. I'm the remake of Last of the Summer Wine that fell on its face. That's it.
So for those who are listening, I'm wearing the old school COVID 1984 t-shirt that I just dug out from the back of my wardrobe and smells like someone's old granddad who's been alone.
You killed by not following the rules.
Exactly. And they were wearing this. And Gaz has got the no digital ID on. So, you know.
I'm Fast and the Furious like 480.
Oh, yeah, they've done loads of them, haven't they?
They're never going to stop making them, mate. Even after Vin Diesel's long gone, there'll be other people in there.
How furious was he?
Vincent Petrol or something, whatever.
How furious? Oh, they had The Rock, didn't they, after that? And then, they'll have someone else angry. Yeah, I think he had to go driving fast. I think
they only had The Rock and Vin Diesel in it so they could dispel the myth that it's the same bloke.
It is the same bloke. One fits inside the other, like Russian dolls.
Russian dolls, yeah. They always do everything quickly, don't they, Russian dolls?
They do. They always in a rush.
WTAF, as always, is brought to you with Supreme CBD, with their support and love. If you head over to supremecbd.uk and use the code WTAF, you get 40% off everything. As I always say, head to the bundles page, mate. There's loads of buy one, get one frees, and you can use the WTAF code on it. So, as I always say, I don't know how they make any money, and I don't care either. So, there you go.
There's an advert. And speaking of bundles, if you want to bundle in to Ickonic.com, support the work we're doing here. We've done for the last nearly going on 7 years now. That's not a cult symbolism. That's just how long we've been doing it. Head over to Ickonic.com. You get your first month for just $1.99 and it's $7.99 a month after that. And as Elon Musk's banning and getting rid of his Netflix, maybe he'll come over and join us at Ickonic.com. There's plenty of you on there.
He's sat with Lee Sharp now watching WTAF.
Imagine that.
Mate, that'd be awesome. But weird times we're living in, man. It's the digital ID-ville. It's the Labour Party conference, which is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. It was I don't know if you thought this, Rich. It was just a PR campaign for the Reform Party, wasn't it?
It was weird, wasn't it? I saw some of it. I mean, there's only so much I could sit through, but I saw some of it. It was very strange. It was very strange. Yeah.
It was very strange. Lots of videos and photos of Keir Starmer pretending to be loved up with his wife to obviously try and dispel rumours about Ukrainian boys. Ed Miliband danced and then had to go at Elon Musk and tried to be, forthright. Whacking my mic. As politicians do, it's that, innit? You're not allowed to point. Point is too aggressive. Fist is too aggressive. That's what they do. That's it. That's the techers, innit? Really drum the point across.
Clasp over the thumb, isn't it? Yeah, it's that big. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did see him dance. I didn't know that's what they played. He did a little. Well, I would call it mince, and I know that's not politically correct. It was a mince, but it was a mince.
It was, yes. He did that. The other prat, who I forget his name, has got like the Trump-style hats with "Build, baby, build back better, build, baby, build 666." Same old bollocks.
Build, baby, build.
Build, baby, build.
Build, baby, bears.
Build.
Oh,
but all that building shit is just like
Freemasonry.
Well, it's also borrowing from Peter to pay Paul, because all it does is it tries to, at least on the face of it, like prop up the economy. Because it's like, as long as stuff's being built, stuff's being bought, transactions are happening, but actually there's no reason for it. There's shitloads of empty houses all over the country that people could be housed in. And there's also loads of really nice fields. Oh no, ignore the empty houses, build a fuckload of new ones on top of the green fields that no one will live in and can afford. Okay, cheers.
Very strange, isn't it?
Fucking pointless.
It's almost like there's a money-making scheme. Very, very odd. Weird. I saw that. He said some odd things as well about Keir No, about the other one. Nigel Farage, didn't he? He said some weird
They were
things. So
obsessed with them, mate. Every
they want to
single
bum
Rachel
each other.
Reeves, all
Yep.
of them, all they spoke about was reform.
It's two edges of the polarity. You've got to have that. So you've got to basically have, is your choice here and is your choice there, and bang it together. And they're banging out in the open at the moment, all of them, including
Yeah.
Rachel Reeves.
Cottaging. But I just watched. I mean, I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it because I sick bag shit. But it was like, no, you are just like Farage is not doing anything. Like I don't like Farage either. Farage is not doing anything. You're doing all his campaigning for him.
But that's the point.
It is
That
the
is
point.
the point. The point is that they are on the same side, so they are allowing him to do his bit. Exactly that we just said, didn't we? Go back a few months and watch what happened. We were saying about these the immigration would lead to IDs, and this whole England Britain first thing is about gaslighting the UK into the point where they'll just introduce digital IDs. And what happened? It's not even done well anymore. So Tommy Robinson's played his role. I think that Tommy Robinson and his kind are in the pocket and in with the Keir Starmers of the world. Certainly they help each other, whether they want to or not. So,
Well, they both work for Israel for a start.
well, exactly. So what do you make of that, guys? So again, you're being pulled into this nonsense. So Starmer's out there, making Nigel Farage look good by making himself look terrible.
Yeah, and Richard Tice at the same time that was going on was out in Israel licking the wall.
They all lick the wall.
They all lick the wall, mate. They can't get enough of it. What is on that wall?
Sperm.
It's like a fucking Venus flytrap. It's mad. But honestly, it was so bizarre. But the other part of it, which made me laugh, I saw this bit today, where Keir Starmer's talking about we're the ones rallying behind the flag. Right? It's like you've just nicked someone else's campaign. Like, and also what makes it even funnier, and I was talking about this on Trending today, in an anecdotal sense. In my village, right? My village was covered in British flags, right? Because I live rural, so everyone's like, it's just covered in them. There's one on every lamppost the whole way through the village. The roundabouts, that are white roundabouts, are painted with a red cross on them for the flag of St George, right? Now, I know there's a psyop element to it, Rich, of course, but the grassroots side of it is real. It's just patriotic people, and I know some of them.
Yeah, it always has had to be built on
Yeah,
something real. It does.
we were just, they're done with the bullshit, and they're like, no. Anyway, so at the same time, like Starmer is at the conference saying we're the real patriotic party. Farage, 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 Farage. We're the real patriotic party. We're behind the flag, and everyone's in the crowd waving their British flags like it's not last night at the fucking proms. Blah 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 blah. At the same time, the Labour Council, where I live, were taking down all the flags in the village. Right? They were ripping them down off of every lamppost throughout the village while he's saying he's back. But what's amazing is then the next day, I went out, dropped the kids off. Not a euphemism, the real children. I wasn't going to the toilet. Dropped the kids off. And as I'm driving back, I went, oh, shit, there's 2 on every lamppost. So someone's literally gone up overnight and put twice as many flags through the village. Even if it's a psyop, I love it. I was
It's still
really,
the same. That's what it is.
yeah, I was giggling to myself, Rich, because I was thinking it would be really easy for the people in the village to go, oh, fucking bastard Labour have taken the flags down, and then carry on about it, or maybe whinge on Facebook. But they just went, oh, they've taken the flags down. Oh, I'll just put twice as many up then. All right. And I want them to take them down again so they can put 3 on each lamppost.
Do you think people know the difference between England, the United Kingdom, and Britain?
There's a quiz question.
No, and it's not even a joke. I was like,
No,
genuinely.
I imagine they would know the difference between England and the United Kingdom but then that doesn't make any sense either, because the United Kingdom being Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland and England, surely it would be the United Kingdoms, because obviously Scotland was a kingdom of its own. It had its own royal family. Yeah, I don't know then.
So what is Britain then?
Great Britain, rule Britannia. Yeah, what is Great Britain?
Exactly. So the whole point is all kind of like blurry. Like people have these flags. Like the English flag is obviously the flag of the 2 bloodlines. It's the Knights Templar flag, which is the City of London. So they're waving that, not realizing they're supporting the City of London. Did you see one of the ones that came out last week is the Met Police. They're going to be investigated. Everyone who's a Freemason in the Met Police needs to be outed as a Freemason. Not the City of London Police, where they're all Freemasons.
Well, that's
It's the
how
Met
Jack the
Police.
Ripper got away with it as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was all to do with him running into the City of London, so that those outside the police forces that were literally at some points physically chasing him down the road had to stop and let him go.
Yeah.
More
It's the
to that and all.
So people don't realise that the Met Police are only, well, they do, but some people don't realise Met Police is just for the Greater London. City of London have their own police. They're all Freemasons. They're all taking they're all part of Temple Bar. It's a sovereign thing on its own. It's a Crown Corporation police, basically. So they are separate. So the Met Police are. Do you know what Met means in Hebrew?
Metropolitan.
Do you know what Met means in Hebrew?
Go on.
Dead. They're policing the dead. They police the dead. They're the dead police. The people that are dead entities and not part of this sovereign City of London. So people don't realise that when they're waving that St. George flag, they're actually waving the flag of the Corporation of the Crown, which is the Vatican, Washington, DC, and the City of London. So it amazes me that people don't know the differences. And I'm not having a go, because even I struggle to sometimes get my head around it. But that's the point, is that we don't really have any clear, defined understanding of what any of this actually means, and that's the chaos.
Well, that's where the whole kind of burying of the history of Britain is, in terms of ancient Britons. So we're told that like Britain is this mongrel nation where lots of people came from, Vikings to the Normans to whatever, and we're not really anything, which is utter bollocks. And that actually most of us are descended from ancient Britons, and there is an amazing history to this place, a very powerful and important history for sure. But they bury it; they don't want you to know it.
Of course they don't. No, of course they don't. They change the history. So it's fascinating that all of this is kicking off like that as well. Okay, I'll go into my first one. Did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger? I'll have to be careful with that one.
That's racist.
Yeah, well, is I don't know, but he's at the Vatican right now.
Is he?
Waving. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's at the Vatican, but he's with the Vatican football team. No, he's with the guys from the Vatican, all the priests and the popes and all that lot. And he's waving this blue flag up. No, it's not a flag, it's like a tablecloth up and down. Now, I'm not quite sure what this is. Why is he there, for one thing? I think they're representing the Holy See, but it looks to me like, when you do that magic trick and all the cutlery stays on the table.
Not if I'm doing it. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It looks like all the cutlery's gone, but he's also made the table disappear as well, like in some sort of Messiah kind of thing. But so the Terminator from the future is now with the Vatican waving around the holy blue sea of a symbol. I don't know what planet we live on anymore. I'm totally lost. I like staying in this room because
Who is your daddy and what does he do? That's all I think of
Exactly.
every time I see Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Exactly, and now he's doing that so there's something going on with these Catholic Church thing at the moment that's getting a real big push. This Roman Catholic cult.
It's getting a push from the influencers. It's getting a push from Peter Thiel with his Halo app. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Candace Owens. I'm a Catholic. Oh, you got
Russell Brand's a Catholic.
Is he a Catholic now? I thought he was
I'm
just
sure
Jesus-y.
I thought he was Catholic. I'm sure he's Catholic.
Maybe. Oh, he did have the rosary at one point.
Yeah. Well, so did Tommy Robinson. He had the rosary when he came out of bloody prison, didn't he? When he stopped filming Castaway with Tom Hanks, and he came out with his beard and his rosary beads. Yeah.
Well, he lost Wilson. Someone kicked Wilson over the garden fence. He was well pissed off.
I've got a Wilson at my house with a proper handprint on it that's painted, like a proper thing. But one of my mates gave it to me because we went camping in Devon. Weird story. But I woke up one morning like half drunk and just screamed Wilson across this campsite and then got barked at by a guy in a Winnebago. And so as a gift, he thought it was funny and he bought me a Wilson and he painted the hand on it with red paint.
The red hand, yeah.
The red hand, yeah. Rothschild's red hand.
Yeah, no, there's some weird stuff going on with that as well. Yeah. So I don't know what we're talking about now. Yeah, he did. Yes, the Catholic Church. Yeah, it's been pushed. So obviously Charlie Kirk, he was Christian but not Catholic. He's evangelical. And then you have Erica Kirk, who was a Jesuit. Who is a Jesuit. So is Donald Trump. And Catholic as well. You have Candace Owens, who's Catholic. Anybody who knows anything about the Catholic Church can see that it's connected back to the Church of Babylon. it's just rebranded. So that's getting a big push at the moment, and a lot of people don't understand the connection in with the Catholic Church, the City of London, the Knights Templar, the Jesuits were funded by a Farnese, who was Pope at the time. So there's real kind of Babylonian cult is coming back into the forehold, very, very strong at the moment.
It's bizarre, and actually, it makes me think, because you mentioned Erica Kirk. I haven't got it on a list of WhatsApps, but it's just a throwaway one. Have you seen that they've re-landscaped the whole murder scene? Like, they haven't just because they didn't tape it off or seal it. Bear in mind, it's an active investigation because he's not even put in a plea yet or anything. So in
Yeah.
theory, you would take the jury when it goes to court. You would take the jury there to look at the scene and, well, this is where the shooter was. This is where blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They've not only just not, sealed it off or whatever for investigation. They've paved over it. They've totally re-landscaped it. It's fucking mad.
Was this when Charlie was shot? Was this fountain here?
Yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? It just changes everything. It's mad. Something else that I'm thinking of in my head, I don't know why it's popped in, but it really made me laugh last night too much, really, is Ophi, right? For people at home, she's 4. She was trying, good. She pretended there was a spider, right? So I looked up, went, "Oh, is there?" And she went, "This is right." She went, "Made you look, made you stare, made you lose your underpants." And I really started laughing. And then she was looking at me like, "Why is he laughing so much?" And I couldn't correct her. I couldn't say it's
No, because
underwear.
that's great.
It's just mean to correct. So I just went with it. But it really made me laugh.
I do come out with some great things. I saw the biggest house spider I've ever seen in my life. It had have you ever seen a spider with a face?
No, but that would terrify me.
It was that big, and it crawled out from underneath, like where the toilet brush thing is. Just looked at me, as if to say, "Now what? Now what you gonna do?" And it had a face, like you could mugshot it. So
They've
that
got like
makes
10 eyes, haven't they?
this thing had 2 eyes, but it also was
Pair of glasses.
a pair of glasses. Yeah, it was wearing a sombrero. But it was big, so I don't know why. You just remind me of it, and I didn't tell Sam because I knew she'd freak out and not be able to sleep all night. So I had to pick it up and throw it out the window. And now there's toilet roll outside our window, and Sam was wondering why was there toilet roll outside the window. You try to explain these things, don't you?
Yeah, so I had a crafty one. I've been playing Guess Who a bit lately with Alora, and now I don't know what to ask.
She's your daughter, yes.
I know, but I don't know what to ask for questions. If spiders have got faces, do I have to bring that into the questioning?
They have. This one had a face. Actually,
is it
had
wearing
a face.
glasses? Yeah. Has it got a hat on? Yeah. Is it a spider? No. Okay. Move on. Your turn.
Guess what? Go on then. What I've done Arnold Schwarzenegger, as you do.
Right. We've all done Arnold Schwarzenegger. Donald Trump, right? He's playing 48,000D chess with Pfizer, isn't he? Have you seen that? Fucking hell, man.
How does Alex still go on? I mean,
I don't
your
get it.
dad posted something today about it, saying this is embarrassing.
I saw a woman was like, it just doesn't, she's a big influencer. She's got like 400, 500,000 followers or something mad. And she's starting to come round to our way of thinking now. It's only taken fucking 100 years.
That's where the supporters go down the toilet. She'll end up with 12,000 soon.
Exactly. But she was like, I just don't understand it. Like, I'm so confused. And it's like, even now, even after everything, even after warp speed, after licking Israel's bumhole, after all of it, you're still confused.
It's because they want to believe. So instead of going the actual answer, they'll go, I don't want that answer. I have been scammed. Give me another one.
It's mad, isn't it? So he's basically signed this huge deal with Pfizer for Pfizer to sell their drugs at a discounted price through his website, Trump RX or whatever. So I'm sure he's getting a fucking cutback.
Really? I didn't know that.
He'll be getting a cut of it, wouldn't he? Oh, the deal, isn't it? Honestly, mate, it shits on MAGAs, but it really shits. It really shits on those that are vaccine injured or have lost people, bereaved. Yeah, honestly, mate, to stand there and just say about Albert Bourla, he's done such great work through COVID, and you're like, oh my god. Like, I wonder what Albert Bourla, the friend of Benjamin Netanyahu, has over Donald Trump. Can't imagine. And that's it, isn't it? It's like either I was saying
Oh, your mic's gone funny.
You know what? I did that. Just muted it. It's because I mentioned Netanyahu. Then they fucking kicked it. But there's two options here with Trump, right? Either he is just a globalist bastard and he's played this character the whole time. That's what I think. Or he is one of us. He's anti-globalist. He's anti-deep state. He is. But they've got so much on him that he has to stay in line and do what they say. Either one of those two things is not good. And it's not
Yes.
worthy of defending. And I don't understand why people continue to do it. It's mad. Although less are, Rich, after this one.
Well, they are, less are, but again, there's enough. This should not have got this far. It really shouldn't have got this far. It's absolutely insane. But this is where it's all leading. So you've got your no digital ID T-shirt on there. We know that no, we're not having it. We're not having this digital ID. Shove it up your bum. But then they put out this video today. Now I've seen people going on about there's no social credit score. This system doesn't exist in China. I've done deep research into this. It does. It's not as widespread as most people think. It's in pockets. They tried different versions out of it in different areas. I mean, China's massive. So they tried out different versions of it and different kind of systems, but it does exist. But a nationwide one doesn't exist at the moment for them.
No, but it still led to the banning of 23 million people from traveling on trains and stuff. Still,
exactly.
Pretty big.
They trialed it out there, and it's coming. Like it's expanding, so it does exist. It just doesn't exist in the form that it's all inclusive at the moment. So there's this lady going around to these houses that look kind of like run down a bit, and she's taking. You can lose 5 social credit points for your messy garden in China, in this part of China. So she's going there. This old fella's going, I can't. I mean, I'm like 94. I can't pick up those bricks. I'm waiting for my children to come round, and they're covering the hole that I dug when I buried the last bloke that come round and started to piss me off around about my garden. It's ridiculous. So 5 points, you get your social credit points. I don't know if you're docked or you're ad. I don't know which way around it works. So
it's bonkers, mate.
This is coming. This is your digital ID is going to be. It's your, as you said this morning, compliance score. This is what we've been saying.
And they're doing it like with that. I spoke about it again on Trending. Everything's a fucking advert for Trending today. But I was driving into work yesterday, Rich, and there was this news story on the radio, and it was talking about how they were going to they were guaranteeing that each of your, because at the moment, when you buy a train ticket in England, depending where you buy it, it can be loads more expensive or loads cheaper different places. So you need to shop around. And it's a ball ache. So they were basically saying they're going to make it so that you always get the cheapest fare. So I'm listening to that going, well, so it fucking should be. Right, sound fine. Well, no. It's not how it works. They track your phone. So they're trialing it between Leeds and Harrogate, which is about 12 miles or something, I think. So you go in, you go, boop. And then when you get to the other end, you go, boop. But obviously in the end, you won't need to go boop. It will just, do you know what I mean? It will GPS it. And so it works out the distance that you've done and then goes, right, here's the cheapest fare for you. And you're like, oh, that's the small print then. So once you've got a digital ID and then your travel is done through your phone, which all your digital ID is all on it. And in the end, they'll want that on wearables. And in the end, they'll want it inside you or just from facial recognition or iris technology, or whatever. Then obviously you go, boop, just going to get, oh, the barrier's not opening. No, because you left the bricks in the garden, remember? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I don't care that you buried the other Chinese man that came around 2 weeks. It's the mess that you've caused. You messy, filthy, noisy human. The Nephilim told us about you guys. You're bloody noisy, shagging all our demigods, coming around here, exploding with giant babies. We've had enough. We need to reset things because we've had enough.
You're not going to Harrogate, son.
No,
when you started with
last
Messi,
week, Gaz. Go on.
I thought you were going to Messianic. I have to say, when I heard you say Messi, I went, "It's Messi. It's not Messianic."
I'm saving it up. Last week we got told that we're going to go to hell, I think, because we said something about Jesus. So, I mean, to be fair, it's the company you keep, innit? So, like, it depends who's there, really.
Yeah, and also, if I'm going to go to hell because I've pissed Jesus off, Jesus, are you listening? Yeah, he's always listening. Forgive me. Done. Sorted. I'm back in heaven. That was easy. That was easy.
Exactly. But that's not the way you can get forgiven. Not in the Catholic Church. You have to take your trousers down, at least.
They're already down.
Gross. Right. What next? Oh, that was my clean your garden in China one. Again,
Israel influencers,
come
mate.
in. Oh, how much money are they getting? I saw that this morning.
$7,000 per post.
But that's blood money. So as soon as you take that money, you goddamn idiots. Oh, we're in hell again already. It's only there's about 30 seconds. You have now signed a deal with the devil, and it's gone into your bank account. You half-wit. So
That's
now
it.
you're under their thumb. You've taken blood money.
$7,000 per
Of course, it's
post.
going to be 7 as well because 7's completion.
It's honestly ridiculous. And there was that video of Benjamin Netanyahu. I did a video on my YouTube about it where he's basically sits all these influencers down and he says, right, class. Oh, he's such a condescending, fat-headed twat. Right, class. And then he starts dictating about how the most important thing. This is funny though, Rich. He goes, what is the most important thing at the moment in terms of going through at the moment, in terms of what we're acquiring, right? And what he's talking about is TikTok, even though it's about China. China. It was never about China, of course. We said that for months. But he says, what's the most important thing like to inquire, blah, blah. And you hear someone go, bots. They know. They know these fuckers use bots all the time. That's why half the time you're arguing with these twats, they're not fucking human.
Of course
like,
they're
bots. Not. It's like, no, it's not bots. It's TikTok. And then another woman says,
I'd have said Gaza.
well, yeah, another woman called Deborah, I think her name is. She was like, thanks, Mr. Hero God. I wrote my dissertation. I said how old these fuckers are. I wrote my dissertation on the Lukid party, the formation of the Lukid party, which is obviously Netanyahu's party, and how that aligned and was basically, you know, in the same trajectory as Donald Trump coming into the Republican Party, blah, blah. And I'm listening to it and I'm laughing because I'm like, right, well, the Lukid party was formed by a guy called Begin who went on to be prime minister. He was the head of fucking Ergun. They were a terrorist organization that blew up the King David Hotel, killed 93 people, shitload of British people. You're like, you might be right, Deborah, but I don't think you realize how you're right.
Yeah,
Like,
and also the
fucking hell.
context to which you're telling him you're right. Because Deborah, you might go missing later on in the day. Debbie
said
does
too much,
Dallas.
Deborah.
Yeah,
Deborah
probably.
said too much. Like, have
said
you
too much,
seen some of
Deborah.
those videos though, Rich? Like what this $7,000 is paying for? And you're totally right. It's blood money. It's trying to keep the status quo, which is America supports Israel and everything, including its wars. So by keeping that, you're leading to lots of dead Americans. Amazing. Well done, influencers. Here's 7,000. But there was a video of one of them, and Emily Austin, I think her name is. She's walking with a guy who just looks like a gay Dennis Rodman, who's really, really camp. And then he's like, but you bloody muzzy, whatever. He says that. It's like, oh, is that okay? Can we say, all right, okay, that's fine. Blah, 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 blah. Walk with me. He's got a juice in his hand. Walk with me. Like so overly like camp. And I was like, oh my God.
What do you mean?
That's
Walk
what
with
$7,000
me?
bought.
What do you mean walk with me? I don't understand. I think I saw this.
Yeah, he's talking to the camera and he's like, blah, 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 blah. You're just jealous of Jews because of whatever, blah, blah, blah. Walk with me. And he carries on walking and then they carry on saying more nonsense that isn't true. But it's like, oh, mate, if I'm Israel, I want my shekels back.
I definitely do, yeah, as well. Yeah. And how could you be more gay than Dennis Rodman, who used to dress as a woman?
Well, unless Madonna's a geezer, he was having it off with Madonna, wasn't he? So I think he liked women. I'll be honest with you, I like Dennis Rodman. I've got a couple of Chicago Bull shirts with Rodman on the back. He fucked off to North Korea, didn't he? And hung out with Kim Jong-un and shit.
I do remember
He's a character. That. I like characters.
He did a lot in the wrestling world as well. He had a lot to do in the wrestling world.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah. I've always I like people that are left field.
Yeah, I'm just saying he used to wear dresses. Yeah. So this guy's even more camp than that.
Who didn't?
Well, no. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good point. Who didn't? Elon cancels his Netflix subscription. And you should too.
Absolutely, you should. Get rid of it.
You should too. You should too. I don't mind a bit of Netflix, but also he's got 2 documentaries on Netflix.
Why doesn't he pull them then? Well, I suppose he's probably signed, doesn't he? He's probably signed a thing on him.
One of them's called The Real Iron Man, I think, or something along those lines.
What about him? Is it like a documentary thing?
Yeah, about him.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
they're about him. 2 on there already. He's cancelled his, and everybody else is going, yeah, cancel them. I think it's because they've gone woke. I don't mind a bit of Netflix. I know that they were founded by, I think it was the grandson of, who's the guy that
Sigmund Freud, wasn't it?
Sigmund Freud and the guy that Edward Bernays. So it's obviously mind control and that. But if you watch mind
100%.
control, if I watch a trick, someone do a magic trick, and I know it's a magic trick, I know it's a magic trick. I know what these things are, so I'll watch them with the understanding that they're trying to get you to think a certain way. Get that? You can
Yeah.
still enjoy you can still enjoy the you can enjoy the ride and still know it's a ride.
You spot the subliminals now, though, don't you?
Oh, they're everywhere.
I do all the time. Like, I'll see
Absolutely
stuff.
everywhere.
I'm like, oh fucking hell.
But they're in kids' programs. They're in
Big time.
everything. Like
Big time, mate.
absolutely everything. So you can't get away with it. The subliminals are absolutely everywhere. So, but yeah, so if you want to be like Elon, cancel your Netflix. Now, this is obviously just another data point of who will do as Elon says. That type of thing. Who's dumb enough?
It's to do. What's weird about it, though, in terms of Musk, is it's to do with a TV show that's on Netflix where they're basically promoting the transgenderism within kids and like it's fine, don't worry about it thing.
Right.
But hasn't he got a transgender kid?
Yes, he has. One of them, of the 13, I think he's got, is one of them.
482 of them.
Trans.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just trying to make enough kids for Donald Trump to be able to play chess with them.
Oh, well, yeah, he's playing chess.
The fucking board out.
6D chess, 17D chess. Yes, he has got a transgender child who's apparently turned against him, and then his dad went off and had sex with his stepsister, and then had a baby together. This is the guy that's sticking rockets in the air, apparently. And this is the planet we live on.
No wonder,
so, yeah.
No wonder he's fucked, though. Like, because he looked like, I watch him and I am like, like the footage of him and the Nephilim Baron Trump is like Asperger's, and he's kind of Asperger's, but there are like different ends of the spectrum with it. Do you remember when Trump was talking about going to space? Like Musk was like getting all excited and giddy, and then the other end you had the Nephilim just stood there like,
yeah.
It's like you're the two ends of the same spectrum.
Oh, they really are. Yeah, they really, really are. And you're going to have Baron Trump. We've only seen the start of what they're going to do with Baron Trump. He's going to be a big player, and I think literally because he's 9'8". Yeah, in the future, he's Nephilim, and he's a time traveler by the looks of it. Anyway, so you know,
he is a time traveler Nephilim.
Yeah.
Talking of it doesn't work. Trump again, but this is Britain. So did you see this story, right? Charlotte sent me this because I didn't see it either. We can't see everything. We're not Nephilim. But
or that spider.
So when Trump came to Britain, obviously they stuck American flags all over the place, right? Not just any American flag. It had to be hand stitched, and it was £50,000 worth of American flags stuck up, right? They weren't red enough. The red wasn't the right red. It wasn't MAGA red. And they didn't like it, so they took them all down and had to put new ones up. So they spunked £50,000. Think of this fucking homeless people, mate. £50,000 on hand-stitched American flags that are slightly wrong red. So bin them, get rid of them. Don't like them.
Where were they stitched? Korea, I'm imagining something like that.
Probably same Indonesian sweatshop. They get those blue bloody COVID masks. What is that about? I don't understand that. Like this entitled bullshit where people go, and it's probably not even Trump. It's probably part of his team. I doubt Donald Trump knew anything about it, to be honest.
No.
But it's like, oh yeah, it's not quite red enough. All right, we'll bin them then, and we'll get another load. It's a fucking flag, mate. I know you're obsessed with flags. You want to send people to prison for burning them and shit, but in the greater scheme of things, it's just a flag, man. It's not a big deal. Like whatever. Just stick them all up on the lamppost and have the council cut them down.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? And he came over here and he had to kind of crawl on his hands and knees to the British Royals because he's so far down the totem pole. They're not even high up when you go to the City of London. So he would have paid his little visit to the Temple Bar because that's where they run this is the Middle Temple, I think, that runs the US because
I don't think he doesn't drink though, does he?
No, it's not. It's a pub. He goes. There is a pub there. There is a pub there. Yeah, he doesn't drink. Bloody does. Adrenochrome and urine.
Definitely urine.
Don't quote me on that. I might have made that up. But maybe. He's orange. So
wow. I still don't get why he's orange. and it's bugged me for a long time because it makes no sense. He's not. His lips are white and his skin is orange. It doesn't make any sense.
Oompa Loompa.
If he comes out with fucking green hair, then yeah.
That's what he's basically a mix between an Oompa Loompa and the Joker.
He's a big Oompa Loompa, though, isn't he? I mean, he's not Nephilim Oompa Loompa, but he's over 6'4", isn't he? I think he's pretty tall.
He's as wide as his son is long.
Fucking hell. He's huge then. SpongeBob.
Ever found yourself religiously following the lives of people you've met on social media?
Not intentionally.
Well, this used to be called stalking or being a bit of a weirdo, didn't it? You know, something you'll have a look now and again at an ex, and when you're like a few months after you've dated and split up because you're a nosy bugger. That's normal. But this is religiously following someone that you've never met, never had a conversation with, but might live in the same town as you, or might be a celebrity. There's actually a name for this now, and it's not stalking or being a creepy weirdo.
Are we talking about physically following?
I think it's going to lead to that, but I think this is online.
Right, okay.
So, be it your favourite artist, influencer, or someone you met once at a party. There you go, creepy. Those of us chronically online, that's a thing now. Have you ever been chronically online?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say I
probably actually, to be fair, annoyingly, in this realm.
Are likely familiar with that strange phenomenon of feeling like you know someone without actually knowing them at all. That funny feeling is what psychologists call a parasocial relationship.
Okay. I mean, I can get that, I guess. If there's someone that you follow and you enjoy their content and they die, say for instance, it really upsets people, doesn't it?
But it's not a relationship.
It's not a relationship, no. I mean, when Kurt Cobain died when I was a kid, I was gutted. But yeah,
did he send you a letter to let you know he was feeling ill?
He didn't, no, and I don't think he killed himself either. But I can get it to a certain degree where people are like, it's weird, like I felt like I knew him. But yeah, in terms of just following, yeah, it's not.
It's still not a relationship, though.
It's not a relationship. No, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't annoyed when I didn't get a birthday card from Kurt Cobain when I turned like 11.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed when I woke up in the morning and found out that Michael Jackson was dead. I was like, you could have told me you were taking that amount of sleeping tablets last night. I'd have stayed up. Or when Diane had her crash, I was like, you didn't tell me that you were out driving late at night. You know, you didn't. This is a parasocial relationship now. I'm annoyed at all sorts of celebrities for doing them things, but it's even creepier when you do it to people that live in the same town as you, but you've never spoken to, you never met, but then you started following them on Facebook.
Who lives in Norwich that you could follow?
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow anyone at Norwich. What do you mean?
Or Great Yarmouth? You could start following the weird puppet guy around.
The puppet man? Oh, he's a multimillionaire drug baron.
Of course he is. Drug baron Trump.
He is, but it's called parasocial now, right? So it's not stalking. It's not online being a creepy weirdo. It's a parasocial relationship. Someone out there, Gareth, has got a parasocial relationship with you, and you don't know about it. How does that make you feel?
I don't doubt that, to be honest. I think it's almost certainly how I'm going to go. One of these people folding me into a fucking suitcase, and chucking me in the Thames. I thought I had that happening when I was in Serbia about a year ago.
You'd be saying, yeah.
Oh mate, I was in this taxi. Fuck me. Did I say it on WhatsApp? If I did,
yeah.
I'm repeating myself. But yeah, I thought it was the end, but it wasn't, thankfully.
No, he got out and had a pee, and you thought he was going to off you. And shoot
I did.
You
I was in the middle of nowhere, and he just pulled up, having hoodwinked me into the cab as well. So I was in the wrong cab. So it was all very confusing. And I hadn't even been drinking. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning or something. Although I had been up since about 1, so I probably felt like I was a bit pissed. You know, when you're that tired, you're like, you know, mate. Yeah.
When you're going between 8 o'clock in the morning when you wake up a bit pissed and 12 o'clock when it's respectively okay to start again and carry on as if you've not stopped.
Well, it's okay to drink at that time in the morning when you're flying anyway. Like, that's universal law. Did I ever tell you that story about Jim Core messaging me about that?
He's the drummer from... No, the guitar player.
He's the guitarist and the songwriter from The Cause. Yeah, really nice bloke. And it was actually a really cute thing to do because I can't remember where I was flying, but I was flying somewhere. and I'm sat in the airport. It's about 5:30, 6 in the morning, and I'm fine with it now. But back then, I wasn't great with flying. Really, I didn't really like it that much. And so I'm sat there, and I've got a pint. So photo for the gram, which is what I heard Instagram called the other day. The gram. Took a photo of it and put it up. It's having a pint early doors. Anyway, my phone rings, and it's Jim, and he's like, "Mate, like, what the fuck? Like, if you want to talk, whatever, obviously thinking shit, this dude's drinking beer at 6 in the morning." And I was like, "Oh no, Jim, it's Sal, mate. I'm in an airport." And he went, "Oh, okay, yeah, don't worry about it. Hope you're well, mate. Bye." Because it's fine. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're in an airport,
well, that's
24
true.
hours drinking, mate.
What's that airport? Norwich. Yeah.
Yeah, it's airport time. It doesn't count. Yeah.
Right.
But it was
Okay.
really nice that he cared, though. It was lovely that he cared.
Well, I don't get the fun. I'd like the cool sisters to ring me up that morning, worried about my drinking.
I went to watch them with Gemma. We went backstage with him and Andrea, the singer, and they were lovely. Both of them were really nice. Chatted, and then we watched the gig. It was great. Really enjoyed it.
Sam, my wife's a very big fan of theirs. Very big. She plays their music all the time. Your one next, or was it my one next?
Well,
I can't even know what we just did.
Talking of very big fans, the UK have just spaffed, Boris Johnson's word, spaffed £1 billion up the wall to pay wind turbine companies, to big fans, to turn off the wind turbines, because apparently they're creating so much fucking energy. I doubt it. There's so much energy, we don't know what to do with it. Fuck, we've got too much. Can you bring the prices down then? No.
Turn the big fans off.
We're paying them to turn the fans off because they're creating too much electricity and the infrastructure can't cope. £1 billion to pay someone to not do something. Tell you what, Israel can pay me $7,000 to not post positive posts about Israel. That'd be fucking great. I'll take that money off them.
Well, they need the polarity, so you got to have the people that post the good stuff and the bad stuff for it to move along. So they need us. So why aren't we getting our cut of that blood money? Hey,
exactly.
We're doing our bit,
please.
and we're doing it for what we actually believe in as well. Where these guys are just mincing down the street. I had to say it like that.
Did you see two wind turbines were having this conversation in the pub, and one said, "What music are you into?" And he said, "Oh, I'm a big heavy metal fan."
Nice. Yeah. I like that one. Yeah, it's good.
WTAF was brought to you
in association with these guys who are licking a piece of what is it?
Fort.
No, not Roman. They're not. They're the other guys, but they are related to these guys. We're not supposed to know that. These guys are licking a big cube of ice on stage. Who do you think's licking a big cube of ice on stage in front of the crowd?
If it's not Ice Cube, then I'm out because it writes itself.
It's not Ice Cube. It's a big cube of ice on the stage, and it's being licked by
Katy Perry. I'm thinking of people that are like just fucking mind controlled as fuck.
Well, this guy is, but this is the coming out party of the Catholic Church, isn't it? So they're going to be doing all sorts out in the open. Pope Leo, the whatever he is, the new one. Pope Leo, the new one.
Pope Leo, the new one. Okay, that's what he's called from now on.
Yeah, Pope Leo, the XIV. What's that then? Is that 5, 6
intravenous?
14th.
IV is
intravenous.
IV is what? Is that 6th? Or is it 4?
It's 4.
That's 4. Okay.
Yeah, but then you've got the X in front of it. That would be the 14th, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would be, yeah.
Yeah, so he's raising hope for. Why do you think he's licking the ice cube on stage? He's not licking it. He's kissed it.
It's going to be climate change related.
It is climate change.
To save the polar ice caps that are not melting.
That's it. He's gone on there in his frock and his little hat. He's got the black pope and the grey pope out the background, pissing themselves laughing. Pepe Elsini, absolutely pissing himself because the white pope's got to go out there and kiss the giant cube of ice, raising hope for climate justice.
Fuck off.
There you go. So the Club of Rome have come out with the Cult of Rome through the Church of Rome to lick the ice caps. And then he comes out, which I thought was really off. And he started singing, and he got this little tiny boat and just smashed it into the iceberg. And then went, King of the World, which he isn't, because he's the white Pope. And then he ran off.
Is he off his head? Because that sounds like
Titanic.
Like you've picked the wrong person to be your best man, and then he's basically just got fucking fucked off of his head because he's so nervous because he's not really a public speaker. He's come out with King of the World to the wife, and then fallen over.
Have you never
fucking cake out?
It's the Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. That's who he thinks he is. The iceberg. He's thought, like if they had two towers there, me and you would be tempted to try and bring a little model airplane out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So reenacted. It's a stage play of Titanic.
Can I say though, there was room on that door that Kate Winslet was on for Leonardo DiCaprio to climb on with her. She allowed him to freeze to death.
She allowed him.
Yeah. She did allow him to do that. Halal guy owns every fucking shop in London. It must be minted.
She did. There was definitely room for him.
More than enough room, man. It's been 84 years. Yeah, since you let him die, mate.
Yeah. Now you're gonna peg it as well.
And it was all an insurance job.
And if they had the Pope there to kiss the iceberg, that'd have gone. Oh no, they want the icebergs.
They want it. What I love is that it's a new Pope, isn't it? I bet he's about fucking 80.
Oh yeah, he's old. Yeah,
they're never new, are they? If someone said, "Oh, I've bought a new car," and then you turned up and it was like a penny farthing or something, you go, "Well, one, that's not a car, but two, that ain't new."
No, I want Baron Trump to be Pope.
He could ride a penny farthing. He wouldn't even need to climb on it. He'd just step onto it, wouldn't he?
It would, yeah. He'd have to actually sit down on the penny farthing.
He'd be the Nephilim crouching on a penny farthing.
There's a title of the
done. Show. That's the episode done. Sorry.
That's the episode done. Right, next. What's next?
I don't have any, because all I was going to talk about was Richard Tice, the deputy leader of the Reform Party, licking the wall. Because he basically puts this picture up of him in Israel because he's had his invite. He's gone to get his instructions, right? And it's so funny because it's the same with the Netanyahu thing. So he meets with all these influencers. Within about 15 minutes, they're all out there. One of them saying how AIPAC isn't a foreign lobby group. It's just a group that lobbies on behalf of a foreign government. And you're like, yeah, that's a foreign lobby group. That's literally what it is.
Julie, it sounds like you've just moved the words around in that sentence.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they work like that. So Tice, I saw Tice was in Israel, like posing with like war criminals and shit. And so I tweeted, here we go. It's basically one lick of the wall, and he's already going to be a mouthpiece for Israel. Within probably 2 hours, he was saying, Israel says such and such and such and such, and I agree completely, blah, blah. I'm like, at least wait a couple of days, maybe a week even.
Yeah.
And just let people forget about the fact that you fucking snog the wall.
If you feel like you need to tell everyone, just stick it on your Buzzsprout and schedule it to go out like in 48 hours.
Exactly. But they don't care how obvious they are now.
No.
And you also could have passed that opinion off as your own. Just take that bit out of it. If I'm his PR, I'm going, no, Richard, you don't need to say that Israel says it. Just take that out. Just say, you say it.
Mm.
You say it. No, I've sent it now.
That's what Buzzsprout's for. Dick Tice. That's his full name. Dick Tice.
This is the thing it does made in about reform, and because I think we're being pushed towards them, I think intentionally. And it's like that their alternative. This dude wanted to sack NHS workers because he couldn't see how they could continue to work unless they had the compliance dues. They're all the same, mate.
Of course they are. Yeah. Of course they are, and they always will be. That's how they get where they are.
Yeah.
This man, one of the strongest men in the world, is nicknamed Kabonga. I know you like a world record, don't you?
Like
and also known simply as Strongman. He never stood a chance, did he? When he called him that as a kid, you go, that's a lot of pressure to put me under. To be fair,
especially when he was growing up and he's in calipers and he's like, "This ain't looking good."
Just watch Forrest Gump. That'll be
Yeah.
some inspiration.
Yeah, he did well for himself in the end. He ended up basically just being completely exploited, and then basically paid and looked after a crackhead who left him a kid when she died. So
Yeah,
that
but
could happen to you as well.
have you seen the very last shot of that film of Tom Hanks' character? What he's wearing around his neck?
Go on.
It's a Baphomet necklace. So
Of
make
course
of
it
that
is.
what you will. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Maharus pulled the vessel across the water in Egypt's Red Sea. What do you think he pulled and what with?
A red heifer with Donald Trump's red tie.
So much symbology in there.
That's why I was thinking that.
Yeah, yeah. I know he pulled a vessel, a ship across the water in the Red Sea. Maybe that's symbolic with his teeth.
Oh, fuck.
The ship weighed around 1,150 tons. He pulled it with his teeth.
Jacinda Ardern could do that, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. She could actually. But she'd have to watch, but not. Don't breathe in, Jacinda, because you'll you'll one down that yacht.
Yeah.
Ashraf Mahrous, 44, that's his real name. Not the 44, that's his age. Pulled it across the water in Egypt's Red Sea resort of Hurghada on Saturday. Mahrous, nicknamed Kabonga and known to Egyptians as Strongman, later pulled two ships weighing about 150 tons. He done it together, so he doubled up.
But they don't weigh that much, do they?
Well, I know there's got the water involved.
Because they're in the sea, aren't they? I mean, I'm not saying I could do it, but
no,
it's not a dead weight, is it?
One of my fake teeth popped out about two months ago on a bit of pizza, so I definitely couldn't do that.
Pizza?
Yeah. Oh, it went, and I
How
had to
hard
get
was
it
the pizza?
stuck back in. I don't know. It just, it'd been in a little while, a year and a half in that gap, and then I heard a crack and it fell out. I had to go get it put back in.
Oh, how annoying. I mean, I could understand if it was an apple or something, but a pizza?
He's the same age as me, 44, and he's pulling vessels and ships with them. I'm struggling with a pepperami. To be fair.
Yeah, or even a pepperoni.
I hope you did get that. Yeah, well done.
That's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's probably full of well, of course, it's full of shite, but an extra hot pepperami, I do occasionally like it. If I'm on the road and I'm going into a services, I've got a choice between like carb heavy sandwich, pasta pot, or fucking pasties, and I'm like, nah, I'll go for every now and then an extra spicy pepperami.
I
do
love a
like
pasta
the black
pot.
ones.
But as you can eat loads. We live in different dimensions when it comes to eating. That's it for me.
That's it from me.
That's it from you. Where people get their CBD from?
They can head over to supremecbd.uk and use the code WTAF. You get 40% off everything, mate.
And you can head over to ickonic.com, support the work we are doing there for $1.99. You can see all the new content out every week. I think we've got about 13 shows that go out every week. And we've also got lots of series and films and documentaries we've made over the last 6 years there. And it's $7.99 a month after your first month for $1.99. Thank you for supporting the show. This has done, like the YouTube channel is building really quickly. Like the last one has been seen by nearly 6,000 people last week's episode.
What?
I know.
I need to get a life, mate.
But
Honestly,
thank you.
Open a window, go for a walk. Oh yeah, thanks. No, I mean thanks.
Sound like it. Right, I'll see you later.
Take care, mate. Be
Bye.
safe.
Bye.
Say no to drugs and that. Pfizer.
No.
See ya. Bye-bye.